In the fall of 73, lost, alone, and lonely, smelling like a brewery, cold and wet, barely made it to my room, so drunk I was seeing two. No home of my own, the devil's spirit is my only love. Misery loves company, love is never excluded. Love turns to darkness with the company of the devil's spirits. Now with no wife and no kids, just the devil's job to carry my habits. A place to stay, not knowing too, the devil's inn being my last home. The Rutland Inn at 2 a.m. I came stumbling into a party of young college kids. Paid no mind, straight to bed, already drunk and pissed my pants. You would think I was getting too old for this. I'm afraid the spirit has its talons already too deeply in. Passing out in bed to never wake in his body again. Going down in history as the once great Rutland Inn did. Before the fall of 73, as it burns to the ground, with my grandfather nowhere to be found. Only ashes remain of a man, of his 4 kids, and his wife. Nobody wins. Not him, or the kids, or his poor wife. What if things could have been different? What if my father treated me differently, not as his father did to him? I am grateful I didn't turn out like neither one of them. As I am finally here, the virgin harp weeps, with every chord that it strums of sound of a harp with peace. And the seagulls fly free, and the virgin's heart's sounds set my soul free. As the gulls fly and the sky so blue, I look up to you with your so brightly arranged rays. With its cool ocean midsummer's breeze flow, the ocean's waves reaching my feet. On the white sanded beach, as I sit softly in the silence, just in the moment, soaking it all up in love, with the mix of the virgin's weeping, healing souls sounds. As the seagulls dance in the sky with their sounds of joy, as the lighthouse acts its backdrop, as I realized I'm in the most beautiful masterpiece of nature's love, with the sounds of a virgin harp weeps. This is the experience of a masterpiece, of a will's soul meeting the virgin harp for the first time. I'm in love with the beauty and the sounds, creating love with poetry and with words, sounds with passion and feeling, brings great emotions everyone can feel, to change the reality wherever you may be. So listen to all the sounds around you. It'll always have something for you to hear, whether it be the weather, high tides or low, birds in the sky, sunny or dry, wet or soaked, dressed or in your favorite swimsuit, or just on the beach with your feet in the water, maybe you could be so lucky to see the beautiful man playing the virgin sounds on a weeping harp on a beach where you are. I heard for the first time the weeping of a virgin harp and the strings of reeds. I am all alone, just me and my soul, a young seaman of 26, to see what you can do with the great power in you. Let's show the world you're real. I feel it's time. With all the power inside, I want to see what you can do. Shock the world with all you know and do. Be the creator you know to be, with no fear inside, only love for it to be. Let the lighthouse beam its light from the many windows to see your light. Let there be no doubt someone will be looking out. Once it's seen, the love and the joy and the happiness on display, by the color and the lights, by the non-moonlit light. May love be your guide, no matter the high or low seas, or whatever may be. Know there is a warm fire and a loving heart, and times need be. When there is no hope, lonely and alone and cold, know there is always one prayer left when all hope you think is lost. It'll be the calm, warm feeling in your heart and the soft, sweet voice whispering, love is here and has never gone away. Hear the horn through the fog, see the flash, there is no stars. At Yearning's lighthouse, soon you'll be safe and warm to tell a story of fighting life's journey on the rough seas. Here's your testimony in love is real. I'm a lighthouse, steady and strong, for the world to see my light shine, so I can see yours. Let it be the light and the love that one is looking for, so you too can bring a lost boat to its loving soul. May it be only a seaman's wish. I love you, Yearning bliss. A young seaman of only 26. He didn't get to see his sons and his beautiful family grow, to tell beautiful stories like he had planned and wished. For I am at sea, you know where to find me, up on a cliff or just at the water's edge. Of the 1 mile breakwater, my light will always be on. I'm a lighthouse you're looking for. You're home at last. In the very early morning hour, around 3 a.m., 3 days in a row, an angel comes to the edge of my bed to tell and to finish a story of a little girl lost from her royal family. All about a little girl born out of wedlock and incest too. A little girl with her uncle that would happen to be her half-brother too. This seems impossible, but this story is very real. In the facts, this little girl happens to be a Bennett close post. The little girl was conceived by her uncle that happens to be her biological father, making this little girl a pure Bennett close post. This little girl being a post by surname, by her mother that is a descendant of the Post cereal brand. The Bennett close post is one of the most famous surnames in U.S. history. The little girl was Mary E. Bennett close post. This girl was lost on purpose. Her and her daughter had a family bounty on their life. One dark night in 1977, the girl and her daughter were left for dead in their beds, being stabbed hundreds of times, thinking the whole time this hit was being hit by their own family. Soon after this, they both lived. The mother gave her inheritance in the camp in the summer home on the Maine coast up. And all the money. I feel there was something very fishy going on here. It sounds and looks like an inside job by her family. And the question is, why would her family have her killed? But only to keep the family money to themselves, leaving the rightful royal family out. A lost girl, lost from her true royalty.